Hello, welcome to this video. This is your English teacher Manoj Kumar Verma. Today I am going to teach you a new writing skills introduced by CBSE this year 2020-21 session, that is analytical paragraph. In an essay, an analytical paragraph is a body paragraph. It represents evidence in order to prove the thesis. When an analytical paragraph stands alone, is not analytical paragraph, is not an essay. The topic sentence is the thesis. So before starting, I would like to tell you one thing, that the story writing this year has been replaced by the new topic, that is analytical paragraph, by the CBSE this year 2020-21 session. The CBSE decided to add this paragraph in curriculum because many students want to join IELTS, that is International English Language Testing System. It is the world's most popular English proficiency test for non-native English language speakers. So now, after the definition of analytical paragraph, I would like to say you that what is really analytical paragraph is. Analytical paragraph represents the evidence in order to prove and support thesis. Okay, this is analytical paragraph, but what is thesis? Many students confused what is thesis. So thesis is a statement statement what you believe and what you intend to prove, that is thesis. Analytical paragraphs are based on chart, table, map, graph, anything could be there. Okay, so now the question is that how to just describe about the analytical paragraph. So how to analyze the analytical paragraph, this is the second thing that everybody should understand. So what kind of data is being shown? So that is very important to understand. So what are the units of measurement? So if there is any data, and that data should be described in the unit of measurement. How many unit of measurements are there? Suppose that I have an example, that this is the data. I have given you the line graph is there, and this data is showing the death rate and birth rate of the people from 1931 to 1981. Okay, so there are the two variables. So this is the two unit of measurement are there, and you have to, whenever you just analyze this data, you have to describe these two measurements. So that is why the rules is here, that what are the units of measurement, how many unit of measurements are there, that you have to describe, and number of variables being compared. So how many variables are to be compared? So in this graph, you will see that there are the two variables, the death rate and the birth rate, and these two are compared in a very simple way. If you see the data, if you see the graph, in this red line is showing the death rate, and black one is saying the birth rate. So it is just death rate is fluctuating sometime, and it is increasing by the 1950s, and again it is downfall, and again by 1960 it is raised, and again after that up to the 1981 it is just it falls down. The death rate is very, very low, but the birth rate is increased. But birth rate was very slow in 1931, but it is increased. So this is how up and down that variables should be seen. So variables you have to write down. Okay, so compared, and does it changes over the time? If you see the data, you will find that it is changing over the time. Of course, you can see that it is being changed over the period of time. Third point is what are being shown. what are the periods shown? So the period is whether it is past, present, past or future. So if you see this data, see this data, this is the 1931 to 1981. So it is the past event as there. So past in, you have to write down in past tense. So it is determines over here that in which tense the whole thesis should be written. What is the general trends, increasing or decreasing? You have to show in these trends the whether the trends is increasing or it is decreasing, that you have to explain. Second and the next point is that are there any large difference between two variables or the variables or data? If you see the data, if there is a large variable, you have to write down the large variables. Is there any similarity between the two between the data? Then that is written. Whenever you will write down, my dear students, you have to see the format. While you are writing, just a format plays an important role over here. So while you are writing format, first you have to write down a catchy heading. The heading or title should be catchy, so that whoever read your analytical paragraph could understand easily that what you want to prove and what you want to say. So introduction should be short and brief, so far as it is possible, that write in short. Don't write 3 or 4 sentences. Better to conclude 1 or 2 sentences. Okay, so the very simple introduction should be there and very brief. Second paragraph would be there that analyze the graph, map or chart, etc. The first variable should be described in this first paragraph. Again in the second paragraph, that analyze the another part or another variables of graph, chart or map. Anything could be there that you have to write down. After all, ultimately in the fourth paragraph you have to write the writer's overview and what you are thinking after going through the data. Okay, so on that purpose you have to ultimately in this format, you can see that there would be the 4 paragraphs. The body paragraph would be the 2 paragraph, the first variable and the second variable separately you have to explain so that your word limit could be covered clearly. The next point is that strategies of interpreting the data. So my dear student, whenever you just use the strategies, so simply that sometime I would like to tell you that while you are using some phrases, and some phrases should be used to show the contrast. If there is any contrast, you can write on the other hand, on the contrary, in contrast with, etc. And so similarity, if there any similarity is there, so in patterns or trends, you may use the word or phrases like this: similarity, similarly, simultaneously, or like. My dear student, while you are using while you are writing, you have to follow some grammatical rules also. Suppose that while you are writing, be careful about the punctuation mark, subject verb agreement, number and articles. And while you are using comparative degree or superlative degree, you have to apply like this an example: the highest temperature recorded, or highest or lower or lowest, or comparative degree you have to write. Okay, write in your analytical paragraph. Second thing is that, see one example I would like to show you, that in this sentence you are seeing over here that the death rate and birth rate of the people from 1931 to 1981. So how I have written all sorts of, it is not possible to read. First, see the title. You have to write down the death and birth rate of India between 1931 and 1931 to 1981. First introduction. I have given you the introduction, boys. You are seeing introduction. So first introduce the paragraph. In the second thing is that the paragraph that is the first body paragraph 1, you have to explain the first variable. First variable means it may be the death rate, or it may be the first, anything. You can choose any of the variables, death rate or birth rate, any one of them you can choose. So here it is, the birth rate is to be described in the first variable. In the body paragraph 2, it is described in the death rate, and after all the conclusion is given. See what I have written. Overall, these opposing trends means that the death rate will probably overtake the birth rate in around 1981, and a large gap between the two levels will reversed in the later part of the country. So this is how you can just conclude, and it completely depends on you that how you will complete, give the conclusion. And here it is, the how to start. Many students confused how to start the analytical paragraph. My dear students, you can start like this. This sentence is very common to all analytical paragraph. After going through the given data that deals with the line graph, it could be the bar graph, it could be the pie chart, it could be Instagram, it could be anything. Any type of the data could be there, and you have to write down the name. It describes or shows the changes in the birth and death rates in India since 1931, and forecast present the trip till 1981. So this is how you have to explain, my dear students. So I hope that after listening this video, you will really able to write down the analytical paragraph in very easy way, and I hope that you will practice 2 or 3 times. Definitely you will able to solve any type of questions. Till then, thank you very much. Stay at home, be safe. Whenever go outside, put on your mask and keep social distancing. Thank you.